Welcome to American Man 1776. I always wondered why, when God told these guys, when God told the Jews to go go over from Egypt to Israel, and they didn't listen to Jesus or to God, and they sent their spies and everything, and they wound up going across the desert and all that. But they wound up complaining constantly. And even though it seems like the same situations of what we're going through right now, where everybody's complaining and moaning and groaning, oh, everything's not going good, gas prices. Oh, I can't go biking. Get over it, toughen up. You're not the only one that's gone through some hard times. You have to have faith to know what's going on. The Bible tells us that God wins. And it's also letting us know what's going on right now. It's a fight versus good versus evil. And what's going on with Trump is this is not another 4-year election. I'm gonna go back to Cuba on this one, where they reference this as Epstein's Island, Little St. James. There's two uh, underground entrances. From my understanding, is they use these altars. The Satanists use these altars to sacrifice. There was also another altar on this island. I'll have to get all my videos going from Rusty Shackelford. He deleted his YouTube, but if you can go find it, he had a drone flying over, which was McAfee or McAfee was the actual guy that owned that account, but he flew over the drone just after Epstein died and before the FBI came there. This area I'm really interested in. We have not one, but two tunnel slash bunker entrances. One of them is a landing area with a flagpole and a house and slash house. I believe that's what that's for. I say it's for an altar, and this takes you right over to Little St. James Island. You want to explore for yourself, Little St. James Island, and it changed Big Epstein's crib. Someone marked it as that. But like I said, here's Little St. James if you want to go explore for yourself where the sixth satanic island was. Not to mention the Virgin Islands. We're going to have to talk about that soon because, yes, Virgin Islands, the guy that owned the, I don't know if it's still around, but the cell phone company and the Virgin Airlines, that same guy. And yeah, they were doing the same kind of sick crap on this island with all the elites and all that. There's a reason why they, what was her name? Ghislaine Maxwell, why she had a submarine license or a license to open or operate a submarine. So this is not another 4-year election. Dot dot dot. Drain the swamp does not simply refer to removal of those corrupt in DC. God wins. They're almost telling us, and this is wait, what year was this that they put it out? 2019. July 14th of 2019. You know, they're talking about the dictators that are going on now. There's puppets and patsies all around the world that these deep state Satanists go by 1,000 different names. Globalists, cabal, which is cabal. If you look it up, it actually just means secret societies. I just prefer to call them Satanists. They all worship Satan. But anyways, the you can see it happening now. You could see them all filibustering, and the House and the Senate just went on vacation for a month or so. Not vacation, but no longer voting for a while with their panties all in a bunch. Which, in my opinion, they all need to get arrested and head down to Gitmo. It's going to be a shock for everybody, but with with them still in the election, this is literally a act of war against Americans. This is literally an act of war against America or any country that sits there and tries to steal the election. that steals the election from anybody or steals money, laundering money, gets their families to come over, living rent free. It's not just one nation. It's not Somalia or just Somalia. There are many other nations that are doing the same thing and bleeding our country dry. And they're also causing, that's how our rent's going up. This is a video on about car theft going on right now in America. And it kind of sounds familiar. I'll play this one and I'll play some.
You're really tall. All right, everyone, good morning. We are here to announce a 15-count indictment handed up yesterday in federal district court involving an international auto theft ring. They don't need keys, and they don't need hot wiring, no smashed windows, no drama. Just a sleek electronic device called an AUTEL, A-U-T-E-L. And in under a minute, the car's brain is rewritten. The car is gone in 60 seconds. Welcome to the new world of car theft. In the dead of night, crews strike the streets in Washington, D.C., in Maryland, and in Pennsylvania. And in seconds, they reprogram Corvettes, Camaros, Honda Civics, and a Honda Civic, by the way, is the most popular stolen car in the country today. They end up reprogramming these cars to accept a blank key fob, and it's almost immediate while on the street. They literally disconnect the GPS and the Bluetooth. But this isn't joyriding. These are high-end vehicles that are then loaded on transport carriers headed to ports in Savannah and Baltimore, Maryland. But first, they are cooled off. They're cooled off where the plates are exchanged, in one place on I Street in the Navy Yard, and in another place where they swap out the plates, curiously, a parking garage at a Marriott in Maryland. From there, they are loaded onto shipping containers that are labeled furniture as opposed to cars because there will not be as much scrutiny. And then the shipping containers are sent across the ocean to Africa, where they get top dollar on the black market. This is a sophisticated ring turning everyday cars into international cargo. The cars are gone in seconds. They are stripped of their tracking devices. They are cooled off where their plates are switched. They are transported and funneled to ports, and in sealed containers, they're shipped across the ocean to Africa, where demand is sky high and profits are enormous. In this indictment, we've identified over 20 cars with an estimated street value of just under $1 million. But law enforcement is continuing to investigate the fact that this ring may be involved in the theft of more than 100 vehicles in D.C. and more than 30 more vehicles in Prince George's County, Maryland, that is valued at up to $4 million. The individuals whose indictments have been unsealed at this point are Jacob Hernandez, David Kobe, Dustin Wetzel, Chance Clark, and James Young. The crimes that are involved are conspiracy to possess, sell, or transport a stolen vehicle, 18 U.S.C. 371. Possession, receipt, or storage of a stolen vehicle, 18 U.S.C. 2313. The interstate transportation of stolen vehicles, 18 U.S.C. 2312. And first-degree theft under the D.C. Code, aiding and abetting. And all of these vehicles, of course, are subject to forfeiture at the end. I'd like to now call on Mayor Muriel Bowser to get her comments on this.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Dad. Some crazy stuff happened last week.
Yeah.
People were using tools that we have in the shop. Tools, actually, that are right there.
Yeah.
Tell them
For
what
not
happened.
such good things.
No, not at all.
Yeah. The U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, which we all know is Judge Jeanine, she released a statement about indictments on a car theft ring. Basically, they got some guys, some people, I don't know if they're all guys, 6 people that were stealing cars. They've got them on 20 cars for sure. They think it might be up to 130. And she was very specific in that they were using an Alltel tool to do this. Let's roll the clip so you can see what she said about that.
They don't need keys and they don't need hot wiring, no smashed windows, no drama. Just a sleek electronic device called an Autel, A-U-T-E-L. And in under a minute, the car's brain is rewritten. The car is gone in 60 seconds. Welcome to the new world of car theft.
As you can see, she was pretty harsh on Alltel. We'll get to that in a second. But we did a little deep dive into this. And what happened was these people were stealing cars. Basically, she's saying that they didn't have to break windows. They didn't have to, have keys. Reality is they had to break something to get into the car unless the car was unlocked, and they had to use a blank key fob, and then they used a tool to program the key fob into the car to be able to drive the car off. And then they disabled the GPS and disabled the Bluetooth, which these tools cannot do. They had to do that manually. And so there's more to it than just having a tool to do this with. Alltel, like she pointed out, can do this, but TopDon can do the key programming on a lot of cars. Launch, if you've got the right credentials, can do it, but the credential is a part of it that is a very big thing right now. That's been going around for quite a while. A big subject in the automotive world and the locksmith world. There is an entity called NASTAF, you may have heard it on our videos before, that does background checks on shops that, like me, I've been a VSP, which was a vehicle service professional through NASTAF for years and years and years. They do background checks. They make sure that you're not going to be stealing stuff, and that they also track what you do when you program keys. Right now, Launch is already signed up with them, so you have to have NASTAF, you have to have VSP to be able to program with that.
What that means is that basically nobody can use the Launch to do that unless they're going to jeopardize their license.
They won't do it for long because as soon as the cars get stolen, they're going to lock them down. They won't be able to do it anymore, right?
Now, we had some conversations with all of these tool companies.
Yes.
Tell them how that went.
They're all talking about getting with NASTAF. They're in talks with them about getting this stuff in here. But the slippery slope is this: the harder we make it for people to do this. So if you're a DIYer and you want to program your own key, you could do it with an Alltel. If you've got the skill and you can figure out how to do it, you can do it. You can also cause a lot of damage to the car if you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, you can do it. You can't do it with a Launch. You have to have a VSP license. And unfortunately, because of bad players, thieves, now it's got potential for the future to be that you won't be able to do it with anything. You'll have to have a VSP. And unfortunately, as a individual, you cannot get a VSP. You have to be a professional, service professional in the automotive world or a locksmith to be able to get it. So there's some downside to this.
And at the end of the day, things are going to get more expensive.
The harder it is to do, the more expensive it's going to be. And, again, it's a slippery slope. I've talked to all these people, and they all are saying, well, listen, we want to make it where people can't just steal a car, but at the same time, we want to make it where people can fix cars. And it's a tough road here. Right?
So what's your opinion on who's at fault here?
My opinion is the car thieves need to be taken. What's the word I want to use here? It needs to be some serious punishment for stealing a car. It really does. But the reality is that there's always going to be car thieves. Before cars, we had horses. They were stealing horses, right? People are going to steal. Thieves are going to be thieves. Just make it hard on them if they get caught. When you get caught, if the punishment is harsh, maybe they rethink it. A lot of them won't. I mean, there's a lot of bad people in the world. But I don't think you point fingers at the tool. I mean, you could sit there and point fingers at a lockpick set and say, oh, the lockpick set broke into your house. No, the person that's handling the lockpick set broke into your house. Yeah. That's my opinion on it. I'm old school. I'm 57 years old.
Sometimes
my deal
we
is
need people though to know that there's going to be consequences that are going to affect them before they just say, "Yeah, just go ahead and make everything super hard." Right? So this is going to affect vehicle owners, DIYers, shops, all of you.
Lock it down and make it very hard so they can't steal my car. Next time you need a key made, be prepared.
That's actually correct. But you could also say the same thing, too, for anything. a pen can kill somebody just as easy as a gun could. It's just a tool. Same thing as what you could do with a screwdriver. It's all a tool. What is holding the tool is what happens, because none of my guns have killed anybody. I have 0 kills. So I don't know what. I know it's apples and oranges, but not really. When it, like this guy said, thieves, a lockpick. Yeah, a lockpick still needs to be sold, and I think some of these the flippers should still be sold too. Just not have the criminal, like he said, have the penalty worse than the crime. So it's not worth doing the crime over. And also for drug dealers, I say what Trump was wanting to bring back in his first term: death penalty those who deal drugs, because it really messes with people's lives. And it's kind of funny that they've been telling us for a long time that the Satanists have to tell us exactly what they're doing before they do it. And I remember watching this show when I was a kid. This kind of actually got me into cars a lot. Listen to this, and if you actually watch the entire movie, they start talking about I believe it's F1 Formula One vehicles that they have revving on a tape, and they're trying to exact what leader it is, and they actually wound up saying it was Indy 500. So that had to be way back in the day when we had high revving motors here in America.
Time it took you to buy your ticket. 3.2 minutes. Time it took you to get your popcorn. 2.5 minutes. Time it took them.
Oh, let's go.
To steal your car. Hello, ladies. 60 seconds.
Move, go. Come on, Sway, baby, work your magic. Hold on, I know you ain't gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
Stop!
You're gonna have to go old school. A day to shop, a day to prep. Surprise attack.
Nice.
Little trick I learned at the car thief retirement home.
By the time the first car is reported stolen,
All this.
your ship sets sail. We do this, we do it my way.
Hayes was a sucker for a redhead.
You break it, you buy it, my friend. Okay, let's run.
That's to tell us before they show us. And also, what I've been hearing is we've been waiting for 80% of the public to be on the side of America, to not have a civil war here, because the civil war now is not going to be pretty, and it's not wise to do. That's why I've been hearing about what's been going on, why we've been delaying and dragging our feet instead of just arresting these little butt wipes and taking them down to Gitmo and Diego Garcia ice worm base in Greenland. I heard there's a couple other places like that we're going to be sending our traders to. And yes, I don't use the word trader lightly. We have stolen election little butt wipes that on all branches of the government, and all the way down to our mayors, and even our local sheriff, not here, but in some places, and also our mayor. Well, I said a mayor already, but I meant our chief of police. I have USA versus necessary to cut strings with foreign bad actors. Necessary from WWE Alliance to defeat. Forgot what WWE was. Think Merkel is. Oh yeah, it is. I think coincidence. It just didn't look right. Think Merkel is a coincidence. They're puppets. They're weak. They're scared. 80% dark ops necessary, 20% public for justice. The stage must be set. Have faith. This is what I was talking about earlier, when everybody in the biblical thing where they were complaining to God about escaping Egypt and heading their way to Israel and the promised land. They didn't listen to God. They sent their spies ahead and they found out there was giants there. And they wind up wandering in the desert for 40 years instead of just going directly there. They didn't listen. They didn't go off of faith. Why, after knowing all this, why would you make that same mistake twice? Identifying symbolism. I think this one was a good one too. Identifying symbolism. Owl. I forgot what /Y was. Owl's Baphomet, Lucifer, references all that. Which performer / celebrity supported Hillary Rodham Clinton during the election? Jay-Z. Man. Wait. Yeah, Jay-Z. Man, there's a big list of these. Basically every main celebrity out there, main A-lister. Not everyone, but most of them. There was a bunch out there. Who performed during the rally? I already answered that question. What jewelries or tattoos were presented? I might have to go look at that real quick. What are the other events do they attend together? Why does Hillary Rodham Clinton represent to them? She's a witch. Juan said she's a card-carrying witch. Witches and warlocks are real. They're basically the highest into their satanic, whatever, cabal, ringleaders, whatever you want to call it. Satanist things. What celebrities have owl Y symbol or Y head symbol? Oh, Snoop Dogg. He had the owl on him too, and he had Patron Tequila. Patron Tequila. What celebrity politicians have owl Y head symbol? I can't think of any, but there was a couple. Oh, Schumer. I believe it was Schumer was one of them. What powerful people have owl Y head symbols? Are we getting on Bohemian Grove? What powerful groups have owl Y head symbols? Patron, like I said, and other ones. Why are the warned? Hold on. Why are they warned / shown openly? Because they worship Satan the same way we worship God. Because their story is slightly different. They believe Satan's a god, even though he's corporeal and only can be at one place at one time. Just like us. Their need for symbolism will be their downfall. Absolutely. You see it everywhere. With the one eye covered, them holding up the OK sign with all of it spread out when it's saying 666 in their hand symbols. They have the triangle, the upward triangle. That's why Trump does the downward triangle. I mean, I don't know exactly why Trump does it, but there's something. I don't know if it's a tip of a spear or their triangle being upside down. There's something to it. Because he, just like with Melania, he uses his dresses for flag. Oh, here, let's go back. What's their need for symbolism? Downfall. Mainstream media role. We see it now. Mockingbird media. Lie, and lie again. And put out facts that are not true. Just like Joseph Goebbels said, you say a lie long enough and often enough, it becomes the truth to them. Push conspiracy theories. Social media role. Oh, yeah, you see all the bots and all that stuff getting the not regular, but people rallied up about things that don't even matter. Oh yeah, push for conspiracy theory and institute new rules allowing for them to ban or for allowing for ban. Oh yeah, so yeah, speech, hate speech. We see that now. Censorship. Yep, I've gone through that. plenty of times. I've been in Facebook jail, timed out, all sorts of stuff. 90-day, all of it. The graphic is key. Reread graphic. X. What is family did Soros replace? I wonder if that would be the Rockefellers and Rothschild. Because we know it was the son that's there now. Part 2. How did they adopt into the cult as children? Born into it, and you want to talk about arranged marriages into the families is what I've been hearing from ex-Satanists, ex-family members from them. Is that what they do? They arrange it. They even sometimes they have brother and sister fuck each other just to keep it in the bloodline. Sick sons of bitches. Seriously. And they call us rednecks and all this other crap. Fuck them. What were they provided for what were they provided for to obey and stay silent? Brainwashed? Some of them get tricked into situations. Some of them get raped. You never know. And then also when it comes to brainwash, mind control. It's not just mind control ultra. There was different programs to it under the mind control. Different numbers, different letters, many different names. I was told there's no number to it, but I was told there was many different ones. They didn't shut it down. They just changed the name. CIA is corrupt. That's why Kennedy wanted to shatter them into 1,000 pieces. All of what you know to be right is wrong. Like we see now. Trannies in bathrooms, scaring kids or wanting to do little things to kids that are fucking gross. Wrong. Or, good now to them. Not wrong. So you can see what is good is wrong. Or just like the Bible said, what is going to be evil is good, and what is going to be good is going to be called evil. The cult. The cult that runs the world, Satanists is what I like to call them. Fantasy land. The world is fighting back and destroying the cult. 20% public, 80% private. That is true. There is a lot going behind the scenes, but you can see these guys cannot control. It's kind of funny. They cannot control themselves of freaking out in public. You see Schumer with his little petty show and all this other bullshit. And it's kind of funny because, and pathetic, if you heard the same things during Trump's impeachment number 1, impeachment number 2, he had the same thing. Oh, Trump did this, and we all heard the phone call. It was a fine phone call, and it was kind of ironic that it was to Zelensky. The world would otherwise collapse. They're right about that one. They are trying to keep us afloat and fighting behind the scenes. Some of it, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know that there is fighting, and I know that there's deep underground military or deep under or DUMBs. I know it's not military facilities, but some of them are under military. But some of them have their own bunkers, and I'll get into that next week or so, where they spent $21 trillion of our money building DUMBs and underground facilities for themselves to hide in, like a little snake. Which is kind of be funny because our military has been practicing of how to take out people in military or underground facilities. So all you're going to do is give us practice. So the 40,000 foot view, never again, need to decrease altitude to avoid conspiracy label, was necessary. Godfather 3, for God and Country. I've never seen Godfather 3, so I'm not sure what the reference is. Because I reference it again on this one. Patriots don't sleep. 40,000 foot necessary to understand U.S., Saudi Arabia, global events. And would you see Saudi Arabia was going to help us out with this latest attack on Iran because they were, or the IRGC, because they were no longer cooperating. They were just playing a delaying tactic, just like the rhinos and the Democrats are doing right now to Trump and the American people. They're trying to, delay and drag their feet until Trump is out of there because he can't be back in constitutionally. And we could just wait it out and we'll go back to screwing everybody in 2 years. No, it ain't happening this time. That's what it says. Not another 4-year election. And then Trump says is the crossroads into the history. I got to play that. It's called the election, or it's Trump. This will get Trump, or this video get Trump elected. So Saudi Arabia, global events. Paint the picture. Decrease altitude. Will not fly that high again. The higher the altitude, the higher the risk of conspiracy theory. ST. Many will not and cannot swallow what is no such agency / Q group, or what is no / agency, NSA / Q group. Who has the clearance to see the full picture? A handful of people. I know Trump was one of them. There are a couple that asked him to run because the less people the less it is to be able to stop them. Important. SIS is good. I forgot what SIS was. Plus ADM R plus. Not exactly sure what that was. What agency is at war with clowns in America? NSA, I was told. No, it wouldn't be no such agency. I don't know. SAS is the one that's running all these. How does POTUS shift narrative? You can kind of see that now by actually doing things instead of listening to them bitching, fixing up America. New age of enlightenment. Not exactly sure what that one is. 80% covert, 20% public. What has occurred over TH in brackets E last several months? See info leaks, Operation Think Saudi Arabia. I'm not too sure if that's when Trump went over there and talked to the prince. The first, well, not election, but first Trump presidency. CNN sale. What CEO wreck large cash injections by clowns of America? CIA. Public. Why? Who does it? I forgot. The things in brackets, by the way, you're going to have to put them together. T, God and country. There's a code there. I don't know if it's for us or not. Because they don't put these things in brackets for no reason. And now it's not some sort of special thing, but who knows? It could have been for an operator to do something. Or it could be for those who do that gematria thing, because the Satanists do the gematria, and sometimes they try to leave clues for us with gematria. Not Satanists, the good guys. Not saying that's what it is in this case, but there's a reason why they do bracketing, just like there's a reason why Trump misspells. Why? Why does it hurt? Who controls the mainstream media? City of London. Satanists. There's a reason why they get it at 3:00 in the morning. The news. Primary subject from the beginning. POTUS. to get rid of him is what it is. Discreet mainstream media, or discredit mainstream media. Our primary objectives from the beginning: POTUS discredit mainstream. Yeah, they've been attacking his credibility for a while. Grabbed by the pussy, then they switched to Russian collusion, then they went to felon, then now they're at pedophile. Or no, racist, then pedophile. Man, these guys, woof, they're really smart dumbasses. Hold on. Why is this relevant? How is information transmitted? I've heard that they've actually used Xbox accounts and texted into those. They were saying that they've also not sent messages. They put like did an email or something and did what's those things called? Like a draft or things like that, and didn't even send it. And they were writing stuff off for it, you know, like with information in there. So how are people informed? Why was Sarah A.C attacked? A hack attempt? Why? Why was Sarah A.C attacked? Hack attempt. Why was Operation Mockingbird repeated? Why was Jason Bourne CIA dream repeated? Think social media platform. Yeah, if you tell a lie long enough and repeat it enough. Who are the witches and warlocks? What council do the witches and warlocks control? Think Snowden. Inside. Term dropped. Alice in Wonderland understood. Snow White understood. Iron Eagle. Godfather. Godspeed. Everything has a meaning. Disney is a distraction. Oh, there's a lot of pedophile crap coming out of there. Not to mention all the most recent videos is, we'll change everything with black people. Make it all woke as shit. Everything has a meaning. Disney. Well, yeah, I got that already. Disney is a distraction. Senate and Congress puppet. No, not all. Power shift. So you can actually see that with the Senate going on to Senate and Congress equals puppet, not all. Power shift. Yes, we do see some good Congress and Senate in there that are fighting for America and haven't turned on us at one point or the other. At least one time. But with them to go on vacation like this and not pass that big, beautiful bill is a bunch of big, beautiful bullshit right now. They need to get off their fucking asses. So anytime they're not in there, they shouldn't get paid, to be honest with you. They should be working at minimum wage, too, for working for the people. Because if you're working for the people, you shouldn't be in there profiteering. You shouldn't go in a thousandaire and come out a millionaire. And this is what I mean by traitors. A lot of them shouldn't be in there. But yeah, we have to vote for rhinos now because it's better to vote for a Republican than for a Democrat. So it's basically, would you like to be shot in the left foot or the right foot? Stupidest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Getting very irritated and frustrated about not being able to do anything about it. We voted Trump in and they're trying to knee him or cap him at the knees. And then not to mention, it's not like we have the majority. We have the majority of the House and the majority of the Senate. So this shows how much rhinos we have. We need to get going. We should be able to do the filibuster like you cannot believe. But anyways, for God and country, for humanity, Geronimo Q. And this was posted in 17. Saudi Arabia controlled U.S. puppets. Strings cut. You can actually see that now. D's dropping all around over sexual misconduct. You can actually see that, Eric Swalwell. First stage. Coincidence? directly after Saudi Arabia. Do you realize this war has gone public? Or don't you realize the war has gone public? You can actually see it. This it's not going to be bullets flying back and forth always, but you can actually see with the Trump's assassination attempts, because they don't assassinate those that are good boys and fall in line. Don't you realize the war has? Oh no, I got that. So, a list of who will not be running for re-election. Don Bacon, you scumbag. Coincidence? Phase one, easy to swallow. Loss of power and influence. Yeah, you could actually see that. Trump's leading them around like a bull with a nose ring on. Good time to prosecute. Just you wait until next week. You are all patriots. And some of this was not set up for right now. It was set up for the future. Today, evil lost control / leverage of Iran. Today, POTUS took control of Iran. Today, POTUS, with pending sanctions and military actions, POTUS will gain more ammunition and intel against them, because this was one of their patsies. If you didn't know, this is where a lot of the terrorism groups were coming out of and being funded out of and being backed with all the guns and weapons. I know it came from the United States, but it was coming out of Iran. So it was it was coming out of Iran. So they're taking off that proxy. And you'll see them. That's why they took out the dictator over here, which was Maduro. And they took that dictator out. They took out the other dictator. And it's kind of funny that this was written 8 years ago. And it's coming true to today. And they are doing doing sanctions. And they're doing military actions. So intel against them. Suicide watch. Who knows? It might be about Maduro being suicide, but I think suicide weekend's coming up. And they are going to need to be watched, because they're going to want to die after all their shit's exposed. I don't know if the AOC is a part of it, but the Schumers, and there's a lot of deep, dark shit coming out. Everybody better be ready for it, because the ending's not for everybody. The deal to keep Iran quiet. The goal was to keep POTUS until impeachment or term end. Whoa, I never read all these until now, and that's true. They're waiting until term end, and they're also bringing back impeachment. Bigger than people can imagine. Treason is 1/10. Yeah, we're seeing it now. We're seeing the fraud, where they're taking our money and sending it to all the other countries. Not to mention, here's another kicker. They're putting poisons in our food. They're letting the bigger companies, which are underneath the same umbrella, putting poisons in our food, then profiteering off of having you go to the hospital and seeing doctors, because the doctors get, thousands of dollars kickback for prescribing medicines or sending you to another professional, or not professional, but specialists. And then they also I forgot what else was the other kickback about that they got. So they get you there. I mean, they're profiteering off of making you sick, and that's just fucked up. I mean, that's another part of it. There's so much. They're right. It's 1/10. It's gonna really piss you off when you find out that it's not a tinfoil hat. Ask yourself, why are they panicking? You see it now. Ask yourself, why is UK, France, Germany so involved? Yeah, City of London's one. France has always been, or has been, dark for a long time. Yeah, they did help us out in the 1700s, but they had their alternative motives. And Germany, they've been with the crown. The crown, if you didn't know that, are Germans. A lot of them, you can take the the king and all that. Their ancestors go back to Germany. Trips to the White House. What are they hiding? Why is Hillary Rodham Clinton in New Zealand? Is New Zealand a part of Five Eyes? Why is that relevant? Suicide Watch. And New Zealand's also a jump off point for them to go down to Antarctica. There's something down there. Think logically. What is mass exodus in DC? Max exodus. Cooperate CEOs? Why? Who has the power? Who has the control? If POTUS was not in control, why would they be retreating? Who is AG, Attorney General? Who must approve the firings and dismissal of the DOJ officials? Reread the DOJ org change. Open source, more in the pipeline. Who is the FBI director? Christopher Wray at that time. Who must approve the firing and dismissal of FBI agents? Reread FBI org change, organization change. Source, more on the pipeline. If Sessions and Wray are DC swamp and deep state, why are they cleaning their respective house? Use logic. Why are they so slow walking on redacted date? Why are they so slow walking doc disclosure like you see now with the documents coming out and disclosure coming out? Why is the White House back up DOJ? Yeah, DOJ. Obama brought in and installed a lot of the judges to stop and prevent what's going on right now. What if the same data is being used in other investigations? What does this mean? If grand jury is implemented, why are confusing questions asked to outcome Mueller report? What was the purpose of creating confusion? What was Sessions Senate confirmation vote? What was RR Senate confirmation vote? If RR is dirty, Mueller must also be dirty. If Mueller is dirty, RR must also be dirty. Common denominator. Why did Sessions pick RR? Everyone has an opinion. Every few have facts. Or wait, no. Few have facts. Few know the plan. Midterms, save and push. We're getting close to midterm. Swing vote to retake the House and Senate. We already did. Impeachment proceedings and open source. Impeachment proceedings open source initiated. Power at all costs. Blue wave. Use logic. Oh, they're using blue wave again, by the way. Why must the DOJ and FBI be cleaned first? Why is the DOJ responsible? What is the DOJ responsible for? What is the FBI responsible for? Why is Hillary Rodham Clinton getting a free pass? Use logic. Define single shooter. Who is Huber? Define IG. When is Sessions stepping back in? Already is. Why is Sessions secretly engaged? Huber. Why is Sessions seeking a reveal? Huber. Timing is everything. Department of Justice does not discuss ongoing investigations or confirm specific matters. What about the active investigation onto leaks? Horowitz oversees a nationwide force, more than 450 special agents, auditors, inspectors, attorneys, and support staff mission to detect and deter waste, fraud, and abuse, misconduct, DOJ programs and personnel, and to promote economy and efficiency in department operations. Why do MPs step into C_A prior to Sec of State? When was this brought out? Once again in 18. Right here, if you're confused. There's the date. And then there's the number. If you want to go look it up, qag.news, if you want to share it around or talk about it, you just type in that number right there. That's what post it was, of how many of the posts they did. There's thousands of them more. But now, this was brought up back then, and timing is everything. Department of Justice is not discussed. See, this is the part out that they're, dealing with right at this exact moment in time. They are deeply connected. Think offshore military intelligence providing support during this time. Why is select EO, or why is select EOs, I think it's executive order, aggressively being written and put into law? State /C_A next. Think logically. No outside comms. Justice Q. They're telling us they're not going to be able to tell us. That's what the outside comms means. People have to realize there is transparency to a certain point, but you can't tell the enemy everything. You do have to have the element of surprise a little bit. And I don't blame them one bit.
This week, I started doing foreclosures on undocumented properties. I just left one. Pizza boxes open. Pizza was still there. All the food was still in the pantry. They grabbed whatever valuables they could, left everything else behind. These are foreclosures, so these are homes that were bought using FHA, guaranteed by the government for undocumented people. Last month, over 252,000 people were deported in Texas alone. So all of a sudden, we're starting to see the effects now.
Under the Biden administration, the Federal Housing Administration began insuring mortgages by private lenders to non-citizens. These loans are intended for low-income Americans, but instead, foreigners, people who are not even citizens, are getting them. Yes, non-citizens, even if they didn't have a steady income or collateral or good credit, have been walking into new homes by putting only 3.5% down. So while you were doing the responsible thing and saving up $80,000 to put down on your $400,000 home, an illegal alien only had to spend around $14,000 for the same home. That's what you've been competing against.
That's why our housing prices are so expensive. And it's fucked up. So it must be done right. It must be done according to the rule of law. It must carry weight. It must be proven in a court of law. There can be no mistake. Good things take time. Attempts to slow/block the inevitable justice will fail. D's in brackets, Democrats, election interface or election interference 2016. Clinton/Hussein, illegal FISA. D's in brackets, Democrat. Election interference 2018. Mueller. D's election interference 2020. Impeachment. Projection. These people are sick. We, the people, are the cure. We, the people, are the cure. Q. Fired, forced, FBI. Fired, forced, DOJ. Fired, forced, state. Fired, forced, Senate. Fired, forced, Congress. Fired, forced, C_A. Fired/forced, DOD, Department of Defense. Hired/installed, SC. Hired/installed, Federal Judiciary. Hired/installed, DOJ. Hired/installed, CIA. C_A. Lock and loaded. Oh man, I like this one too. Because this last one right here is exactly why everybody's complaining. Why is it taking so long? Must be done right. Must be done by the rule of law. It takes time. Let's see if this is around still. Oh yeah, I redacted it. I forgot about that. So in brackets, why not? In brackets, if true, D's do not want to declass to prove POTUS was colluding with Russia. Why do D's oppose declass? If they want to say it's true, declass would prove evidence POTUS to obtain FISA warrants. Why the block? Define projection. they say what they're guilty of. That's what projection is. Well, I mean, not projection, but what they're projecting. See article above. Redactions made to protect, expose the real truth. Logical thinking. McCabe. Memos. Source. New York Times. RR. Where? Wire. Session subpoena. McNabb. Memos. Delivered to the House. Baker's testimony. House. What was learned. D's and brackets. Next up to RR testimony. House. Locked and loaded. Q. Trump said locked and loaded the other day, so that's why I was looking at locked and loaded. See if there was anything we're talking about. And it was this part right here, in my opinion, because we have to take our time with it in order for it to hold out. Otherwise, they can get out of it or anything like that. They're not going to get out of the firing squad or the electric chair or the other. So it said reread the one above on this one. Listen carefully. Think RE. Why not? No arrest, no justice yet. If mostly every crucial position SR within the U.S. government appraised was infiltrated. What must be done first? The swamp runs deep. Plus sleepers. Background are important. Muslim Brotherhood. List of in the news now. Names with unknown ties to Islam. This is not another 4-year election. Attempts to correct package rec known. I don't know if this is actually Q that did this or if this is this website. Q ad, because I don't remember that part. But this is not another 4-year election. Coincidences, review image location. Nothing provided as random. SFO JK A321 direct Q. I don't know what that one is. Signal sent attempting to made avert. Do you believe it is a coincidence extreme rhetoric is being pushed while at the same time RR is on the brink of collapse? Define. RR must be either compliant with all document demands or face impeachment. Two-way failure. Rod Rodensteiner. If he complies, he fails self-implication, knowing conflicts. If he fails to comply, he gets impeached, removed. Why no DOJ text to disclose to the public? RR to LL, LL to H, X to X, J to LL, 247 times revealed, or X revealed. LL is the key to connecting to the White House. Hillary Rodham Clinton, BC, JB, JC, SP, EH, Where is JH? AM texting message, Google message, burner phone message, call polls, coming soon to a theater near you. PS/LP text are the only texts are only scratching the surface. Threats of assassination. This is from the past, coming to fruition today. They're preparing you for this. They're preparing you for this by activating progressive activists. Red line. Once the documents are supplemented, once the documents are supplied and reviewed by Senate and Congress leaders and the public, they lose. Setup, scam, FISA, abuse of executive power, illegal spying, frame, insert assets, prevent AT at all costs. Traitors all. They know, we know. But until the public knows it's contained, that people have the power, mainstream or MSM, mainstream media, will only portray progressive activists as a large part of the population. This is false. No possibility of compromise. Do not underestimate our resolve. We stand the ready. So it's right. This is where they say that all the trans bullshit, or everybody's against Iran, or everybody's for Palestine, or you list the bullshit here that none of us are really for. A coincidence, the Matrix movie grew up people as a crop used for source. Fuck, I don't know why I'm adding shit like N. Corrupt used for energy and control their mind. Sound familiar? Wonder why they divide. Wonder where they derive that idea from. Now comes the conspiracy label. Deeper we go, the more unrealistic all of it becomes. The end will not be for everybody. The choice is to know will be yours, Q. And I think we're starting to see it here. The end's not for everybody, because Trump has been talking about how he's not going to let these dictators rule the fucking world and run everybody, even with the nut jobs of the missile, the nuclear bomb, and all that. Ain't happening. He said that during the election. It's not a war. A war does not start, stop, stop, start again, stop again, start again, stop. That's not how that happens. And he's giving them mercy, and he's giving them the most opportunities of Iran to surrender and stop from their wicked ways. And he's trying not to destroy them, trying to keep their infrastructure, trying not to take out all the important stuff. You could see it. Oh, and yeah, this is what they were talking about with the government housing, the FHA, government-backed mortgage, to help out low income. And they wound up, giving money to the illegals. They're giving them a house for like $100,000, or giving them money for $100,000, not charging any money back from them until they sold the property.
Independent nation for Sikhs in Punjab?
No, you see, their guru have given that,
I see.
Okay, this guy, he's going to Portugal, and all these Indians are here that are there illegally and have been brought in to destabilize Portugal like it is here. Anyway, he's just asking what the symbol is.
What was going on here and who these people were. But soon enough, things took a turn for the worse.
What is this? Is this Khalistan?
Yeah,
Khalistan? And that's like an independent nation for Sikhs in Punjab?
No, you see, their guru have given that,
I see.
symbol.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay, and that's Khalistani? Yes. Khalistan, okay. Hi, how are you?
What are you telling him?
Say, huh? What's your name, my friend? Say hi. Say hi.
No, what are you telling him?
I said hi.
Hi, and what do you say? Khalistani, what is
Khalistan,
Khalistani?
independent nation for Sikhs.
You working for what?
Working for what? I'm YouTube. I'm just walking around.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
Why, which channel you have?
I don't have a channel yet. I'm traveling in Portugal. Tell me about Khalistan. Why are you so sensitive about that? What does that mean?
No, I don't want to tell you something.
Oh, I see. Is that a sensitive topic?
For those who don't know, this is the symbol used by Sikhs to represent the Khalistani movement, a separatist movement aiming to create a homeland for Sikhs called Khalistan in the Punjab region of northern India. You can see the Khalistan flag all over this gathering, yet when I ask about it, people get weird.
The logo.
Yes, the logo. And I said, is that Khalistan? He said yes, and then he was upset, I guess.
No. That is like a symbol of equality, and everybody have the right to keep any like
sovereignty, independence.
Yeah, independence.
Okay. Hi. How are you? Hi. My name is Portuguese. Un poco. Texas, USA. Hi, how are you? Hi, good to meet you. So we're just out here walking around today. Am I not allowed to walk across the street? Where are you guys from? Talk to me. I'm just walking.
You can walk
on the public street, right? Is this not a public street?
But then why you're questioning the people?
Because I'm talking to people. I like to talk to people about the world.
All the illegals start doing this thing. They go, oh, don't film me, in all sorts of other countries. Because I watch travelers, not just this guy, but other travelers, and they go, don't film me. Yeah, you think you're not being filmed in public, you're delusional.
About life, about culture, about interesting things.
I know check your ID.
My ID?
Yeah. I know you are Portuguese.
I don't even speak Portuguese.
Yeah, I know.
What? I don't speak Portuguese. Oh, you think I do?
I don't know what you do.
No.
Obrigado.
Yeah, you.
No.
Huh? What do you mean? You think I'm lying or what? Wait, why are you coming up on me? What's going on? What's going on here?
What are you doing there?
What's your name?
I can't walk across. My name's Tyler.
Don't try
Tell me, show me from you.
Don't try to be smart.
I'm not trying to be smart. You're trying to be smart.
But don't touch.
All right, then get away from me then.
But then
what's the problem?
Put this off.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not going to.
You are going to.
No, I'm not
You
going
are
to.
going
No, I'm
to.
not.
Yes.
Get away from me. Get away from me. All right, he's already calling the shots here. Says I'm going to start. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. What is your problem? Who are you?
I'm already in the authority.
I don't care. Who are you?
No,
where are you from?
I don't
Where are you
care.
from? Get back up. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Don't touch.
What the? You get the.
They all start getting aggressive like this.
Away from me. How about that? You don't touch me. Don't touch me. You are all up in my face. Get away from me. Get the away from me.
What the you were talking? You don't know how to speak when you're on the.
You need to move away from me.
Sorry? You just get away from here.
What are you doing? I'm talking to you. What is the problem?
What are you doing?
Get away from me. Get away. What is your problem?
What are you doing?
I'm talking to people. He's coming at me all on my chest. I'm moving him away.
Don't touch him.
What is your problem? Thank you. No, get. No.
Don't do that.
Just relax. Huh?
You dirty language.
He used dirty language too. Don't lecture me on dirty language. Get away from me. And don't touch me either. Dirty language, he comes at me. We're on a public street right now, walking in Portugal, not Punjab, not India. Everyone needs to relax.
Why are you jumping in? Can you just speak quiet?
Stop.
Do you think you are making different impression?
He's coming on me. I can show you on video. He's coming at me. I'm walking and talking. He comes on me. I push him away. Yeah.
What's happening here?
I see a large congregation. I'm walking. I try to talk to people. Hi. This guy was all up on me. I pushed him away slightly.
Close to the
Sure.
camera. Okay.
Sure. I just understand why I can't walk through the street and film myself.
No, not because the street is closed for this reason today.
You're saying I have to be Sikh to be able to walk through the street today?
Yes, today.
I have to be Sikh to be able to walk through the street?
Yes, today, yes.
Sikhs only?
Yes.
That's not real.
This is real.
No, I understand it's their event. Like, look, there's a white woman right there.
This is real. We are here for that reason, okay?
Yeah, to ban non-Sikhs from walking through the street today. If we're being told to leave, I guess we'll leave.
Sim, nós já falamos.
Right now. I'm not talking to either of you. Yeah, I agree. They're retarded, yeah. Do you want me to leave? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be up. Yeah. Well, it is Sikh only today. If you're not Sikh, you can't walk the streets. And if they are offended by the fact you have a camera and you're recording yourself walking, they'll attack you.
You cannot film here.
But I'll walk it that way. My car's that way. But I can film myself legally, right? According to Portuguese law?
I understand that. They are afraid that you publish here on the social media.
Sure.
And they have to some critical of that thing.
Every group's critical of every group, though, right? They're being sensitive.
I understand that.
But as I leave, I want to see this outfit. Thank you guys very much. This is cool. I've never seen this outfit right here. Maybe we can talk to some of the people joining.
But luckily, my cameraman managed to infiltrate the event as a curious tourist. He was smart enough not to ask what these mysterious flags actually meant, and they welcomed him into the feast.
Sikhi is not just a religion. It is a following path that what the Guru has teached us, that all humans are one, and we believe in oneness. But Gurdwara is open to everyone. Everybody can come here and they can join us in our celebrations, and we are open to everyone. So we all are one. You are a part of us also.
While my cameraman was joining the feast inside the Sikh temple, Alfonso had arrived to protest the event. Okay, Alfonso and crew are plotting a heist of a sort here. They're going to lift the Portuguese flag up here. We'll see what happens. What's going on?
So basically, I'm going to go on top of that building and peacefully protest against this invasion of thousands of hordes of third world immigrants. They have a lot of terrorists, a lot of illegal groups like the Khalistanis, and they are coming to our lands not only to live off of welfare and commit crimes, but also to protest on top of it. If you want to protest and mobilize your culture and do all of these demonstrations of power and political power, then do it back in your home countries. They just want you to bow down, kiss their feet, and accept the invasion of your countries with this foreign religion and foreign culture.
Alfonso is about to fly. Perhaps too close to the sun, we'll see.
Maybe, let's see.
They have a ladder. Best of luck to Alfonso.
And now they're protesting for Khalistan.
While I was filming the scene, the Sikh security was giving me a purple nurple on my back on the public sidewalk where this was all going down.
Hey, go aside. Hold on. Go aside. No. Go aside. Get off of me. No, stop touching me. Stop touching me. Hey, get off.
If you don't know what a purple nurple is, you're too young. A purple nurple is where you grab someone, you pinch their tit, and you twist it. Male or female, same one.
Don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off me. Spray you in the face. Yeah. Get the fuck. Hey, go back to fucking India. Fuck you. Fuck you, motherfucker. Ross. Oh, I gotta shut up? Go. I'm moving. He gets to fucking pinch me in the back.
Get out of here, man.
I can't walk on the sidewalk? All right, well, I'm moving. Don't shoot me. All right. What the fuck?
We don't accept terrorist groups. We don't accept Khalistan. Khalistan is a terrorist organization that is illegal in India. And is
Out getting attacked by a bunch of Indians, right? Hey. Yeah.
Others
Hi.
but they are afraid.
I should be afraid of them. They're the ones attacking me. I'm one guy. Okay. Okay, we got Vladimir Putin going chimp mode on me. Huh?
Give me number. I call.
Shut the fuck up. I'll spray you in the fucking face if you get close to me. All right. Ay. What do you want me? I'm moving. What do you want me to do? All right. We got a cop abusing his power a little bit here. These guys, honestly.
No. Andare. Andar daqui para fora, caralho. Andar daqui para fora. Estás a perceber? Andar daqui para fora.
Same stuff kind of happens here. You saw it in Portland of the stand down of the police. You saw the same stuff in DC before Trump started cracking down on it. You see it in a lot of you see it in Minnesota where all the police and sheriffs were told to stand down, letting people get attacked.
Should I go this way? I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to fucking leave.
The other side.
I'm trying to leave. My car's over there.
The other side.
My car is over there. Okay, I'm walking. You have the beat stick. You have the gun. You win. You're bigger. These guys, holy shit. How am I supposed to get the fuck over there? There's a freeway. It's impossible to get back to my vehicle. If I go this way, he'll beat me with the beat stick. These cops are fucking filthy corrupt. Holy shit. I literally cannot get back to the car. He's staring me down like a piece of meat.
After getting run out of a public street dominated by Sikh Indians fighting for an independent nation in India while they live in Portugal, I met back up with Alfonso, the founder and leader of the Reconquista political movement, fighting to remigrate the massive influx of immigrants that have recently moved to Portugal while fighting to keep Portugal for the Portuguese.
So my name is Afonso Gonçalves. I am 25 and I'm the founder of Reconquista, the biggest political movement in Portugal. And my goal is to expose and denounce the outrageous demographic replacement that is happening under our noses. I'm persecuted, I have been threatened with my life, I have been assaulted, and I have been debanked. Last month, So March, we are filming in April. Last month, I had all my bank accounts deleted or cancelled by the government by order of the Public Prosecution Office. The public prosecutor basically told the banks, look, close down this guy's bank account. So even if I go to the bank and say I want to take out the money, I want to transfer it to another account of mine. Thank you. Obrigado. In the last 5-6 years, Portugal has seen a huge increase in immigration numbers. We had an Indian prime minister that basically opened the borders and basically any immigrant could come to Portugal.
Via an immigration pathway known as the manifestation of interest, where non-EU residents that came to Portugal on a tourist visa could get a work contract and pay 12 months of Social Security to get legal residency and then citizenship after 5 years. Over the next 7 years, immigrants took advantage of what became the EU's last open door, and Portugal's foreigner population exploded from 4% to 15%. But the pathway was finally abolished in December 31st, 2025, leaving about 1 million immigrants who never earned their citizenship in the country. The demographics of Portugal rapidly transformed.
So our country has been invaded. There have been like a million or more than 1 million of immigrants coming to Portugal in 5, 6, 7 years. And for you to get context for your American audience, Portugal is only a country of 10 million people. We have about 25% of our country as immigrants. So 7-8 years ago, we used to have like 400,000, like 4%.
Sure.
And from 4% to almost 30%.
So Alfonso took me to Martim Moniz, a microcosm of this rapid demographic shift taking place across Portugal. Here you'll find
Bangladesh.
I'm from India.
From India.
Pakistan. And you live in Portugal?
Bangladesh. How long you been here in Lisbon?
2 years. In 2019. 2 years. 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
What do you do for work?
Yeah, I work in one shop.
Yeah, I work full time.
Okay.
What is your job?
No, I going for vacation. I come yesterday only.
You came to Portugal yesterday?
Yes.
And you are here on vacation?
No, on vacation. I vacation for Bangladesh because I working here.
You went to Bangladesh in vacation and you came back here?
Yeah.
And what is your job here in Portugal?
Last time I working in Repsol is seniors.
Okay, are you temporary or permanent citizen?
I'm a temporary right now.
What brings you here today so far away?
By the Emma.
Aima, what is happening with Aima today? Document. You go get your documents.
I see.
Okay, so you have been illegal until now and now you become legal.
Legal either.
You are becoming legal now.
Illegal.
Okay. And when you came here, did you come here legally or illegally?
Legal.
You came here legal or illegal? Illegal. So what brings you here today?
I'm go Pakistan.
Forever?
Yes.
Very good, my friend. Very good. Have a safe flight back home. And how much money did you get from the government in that period? From the
300
government?
a month?
Every month?
Yes, every month.
Why don't you stay in India if it's your country?
Money, no.
No money.
No money. Why did you decide to immigrate to Portugal? Government good? Government good?
Government good.
Give a lot of documents?
Staying in Portugal.
It's good and long.
As long as you can?
The owner is Portuguese, and this house was expropriated by the government to build a mosque against, of course, the will of the owner. And that's what says in these signs. And this man was displaced of everything he owned, all to make place for immigrants.
This house right now is a mosque.
Not yet, but it was expropriated by the government with that purpose. And of course, he's in court against the government. But this just goes to show the nature of immigration and the nature of state-enforced mass immigration. It's ridiculous.
And that's legal? They can just take your house?
Yes, apparently, because they allege it's for the common good.
Is that going to be a mosque right there?
I am new here.
You're new here? How long have you been here?
I came yesterday.
You arrived in Portugal yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
And why did you come here?
For a better work, for a better life?
Better work, better life.
Do you have job or no job?
Job.
Job. Tourist visa?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so we're witnessing the hack. Come here on a tourist visa, never leave.
And you might be wondering, how do all of these people send the money they make here in Portugal back home to support their families that don't live here?
Hi, is this money transfer?
Yeah.
Where do people send money back to? Is it Bangladesh?
All over the world.
All over the world.
So what is this business about? Money transfer and also selling clothes? Everything?
And is this mostly people sending money back home to support their family? Support their family. Okay, good for them.
To actually go there. He hates Portugal, he hates the Portuguese people, even though he's Portuguese. He's saying I'm a racist and I should go away.
So he's saying don't talk to them, fascista?
They don't do this, they don't do drugs, everything.
He's got a lot of saliva. All right, he might be on some drugs there. We have Darul Lam Taho Halal. We have some halal meats. Banigala Restaurante.
So it's not just America. They do it everywhere where they call us racist. So I absolutely starting to really starting to agree with Poland.
Poland, one of the lowest debts. Poland.
This is Dominic, a member of the European Parliament from Poland, the country that just approved a new measure to shoot and kill anyone that tries to illegally enter their border.
Unfortunately, one of our soldiers was killed with a spear. Because they behave like animals, unfortunately. They don't behave like civilized people. We are the ones with this border. So we are protecting the whole Europe.
But Poland's strict border control and refusal to take in refugees from non-neighboring countries like Syria and Afghanistan has caused the EU to propose a €22,000 fine for each person Poland refuses to take in, and guys like Dominic to be labeled Islamophobic and fascist.
And Jean-Claude Juncker, the Commission President, says that you're racist. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why Poland is so safe. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country. When I see the wall, I do understand that this is for my future children.
Does Poland's strict border policy work? Is Poland significantly safer than the rest of Europe because of it? And do the people of Poland want open borders?
Poland are racist. We are proud of it. And I don't really want any immigrants in my country, you know? Thank you, man.
Before meeting with Dominique, I headed to the capital of Poland, Warsaw, to see what the locals thought of Poland's border and their border patrol now being able to kill migrants illegally trying to enter their country.
At university, what are a lot of the students' thoughts on, shooting down illegal immigrants who come through the border?
I've never heard about it.
Okay.
But, yeah, okay.
It is bad because I don't see any purpose to use a gun for the person. First of all, we need to talk. We need to identify the intention of the other person.
Oh my God, that's a tough question.
It's a crazy question, right?
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm not sure how they're controlling the borders, but many people have that opinion.
Okay.
I want to believe that it doesn't really matter from which country you're coming.
Okay.
If you apply to the culture, it's gonna be fine.
Safety has nothing to do with the border.
Okay, nothing? What are your thoughts on immigration in Poland?
Я сам являюсь политическим иммигрантом, и поэтому не мне отвечать на этот вопрос. Я пока не сталкивался с какими-то негативными проявлениями в свой адрес.
Why did you come from Belarus to Poland?
Я политический активист, и обратной дороги в Беларусь мне на данный момент нет.
How was your experience going through the Belarusian-Polish border?
У меня чуть другой маршрут. Я прилетел из Грузии. Я жил в Тбилиси некоторое время. Поэтому в моем случае без экстрима обошлось.
Я считаю, что здесь женщине безопасно. И заниматься бизнесом тоже очень хорошо.
What are your thoughts on their stance on illegal immigration and the idea that they'll kill you if you try to illegally enter through the border?
Я считаю, по международному праву все страны защищают свою территорию. Но это на законодательном уровне. Никто из хозяев, если есть граница, существует, должны соблюдаться законные эти данные. Поэтому, если ты нелегально пересечаешь, ты территориальную целостность защищаешь. Считаю, что государство вправе применять оружие для защиты своей территории. Если ты бежишь от войны, пожалуйста, регистрируйся, получай документы, работай. Мне кажется, страна очень комфортная для жизни и, по-моему, очень толерантно относится ко всем беженцам. Я бежала от войны, и тем не менее за 2 года мы тоже здесь и открыли бизнес, и работаем, и платим налоги.
What are your thoughts on the border here in Poland as someone from Ukraine?
Fine. It's really fine. Yeah, it's no problem with everything.
Was it easy to get here from Ukraine?
Yeah, okay. Really easy. A few hours
and you fled for political asylum? or you work here? Why did you come?
I work. Yeah, I work.
I believe like in most Poland, especially like the eastern part in Warsaw, we're like fully open for everybody who wants to come here in every purpose. A lot of people lost their houses, lost the safety in their life.
Yeah.
So I do not see any problem with that. In my opinion, I don't have any problem with that.
Even
so,
illegally?
You know what? In my opinion, it is like hard to be illegally at this moment because you have to cross the border. I think this is not like the main spectrum of a problem. Most of them want to be illegally because they want to have a work.
So if they come to Poland, but they are from a country that's not a neighboring country to Poland, should they be allowed to come in here and be a refugee?
Yes, sure, because we've been in this situation in Poland. We have a trouble history, so we need a help for our neighbor.
What are your thoughts on illegal immigration?
I think the crime rate is going much higher so far.
So what about like Syrian refugees, like Afghanistan refugees, Eritrea? Are they close enough to be considered neighbors, or should they go to the neighboring country?
They're not like, of course, geographically they're not our neighbors, but if they looking for a safe place, they want to be here legally, they want to have a work, they want to build a new life, I don't see a problem with that.
Have you heard about the Belarusian-Polish hybrid war, they call it?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Of course, this is not correct. I mean, to allow or to bring people from outside just to push them in you.
But it is kind of funny that different country, it's literally the same exact thing. The woke sound the exact same way as what they did before. Not before, but over here.